Joshua Lincoln. How you guys feeling? That was an ominous silence. Yeah, how you guys feeling? Yeah, there we go.
It's just me up here.
Ask again, I hear. How you guys feeling out there? That's more like it. Oh my God, I thought we were doing this to a morgue. Holy smokes. All right, and we're live. It's official. The one and only Joshua Lincoln. Hell yeah, people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Local Sets ATX. We're joined today with the fantastic Joshua Lincoln, who you might recognize from other shows. One show, a show called The Ancient Asses. And actually, you can see behind me here, I'll just scoot out of camera, two people in the back there, John and Akshay. But we're here for you, Mr. Lincoln. We're here for you. Thank you so much for doing this, man. This is great. How many songs did you bring for us this evening?
Oh, 6 or 7, depending on what kind of time we have. But I've got like 40, so if you guys want to go
we'll be here
really long, nothing else going on.
It's a 3-day event here at Local
Restock
Sets.
the fridge. It'll be a whole festival.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, we got DoorDash. I can do that.
That's right.
Just order it on camera. It's totally fine. Well, let's get into the first track that you brought for us. What is track number 1?
Track number 1 is a song called Crickets on the Other End.
Crickets on the Other End?
Yeah, and this one I wrote when I was living in the desert. And I think it kind of explains itself, so I'm not going to say too much more.
Okay, I'll zip it over to you for Crickets on the Other End, whenever you're ready.
I don't hear my guitar, though.
You don't hear your guitar because I forgot to turn it on.
Oh, I hear it, yeah.
We do it live. All right, there we go. Now you're on. I'll zip it. Over to you, buddy.
All right, you tell me if this has ever happened to you. Hey, what you up to? It's Friday night. Gonna be a Moon Tower dance tonight. I can pick you up. Let's go. Hit send. Crickets on the other end. Well, I just got here, this party's on. If you're with your friends, bring them along. Let's see that Jeep come round the bend. Crickets on the other end. Crickets chirping on the other end. Sawing away on tiny violins. Hey, diddle, 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 fiddles in the wind. Crickets on the other end. Well, I'm sorry you missed the fun last night. Your friend Camille says you're doing all right, that you've been out of town back this weekend. Question mark? Send. Crickets on the other end. Well, I get the message, I admit defeat. A grown man knows when he's been beat. But if you ever find a little time to spend, crickets on the other end. Crickets chirping on the other end. Sawing away on tiny violins. Hey, diddle, 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 fiddles in the wind. Crickets on the other end. Oh, she's typing. Oh, this ought to be good. Come on, Blue Bubbles. Come on, Blue Bubbles. Hey, I just got this. The phone went dead, been out of service. How have you been? Really hope we can still be friends. You better believe she got crickets on the other end. Crickets chirping on the other end. Sawing away on tiny violins. Hey, diddle, 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 fiddles in the wind. the other end. Thank you. Yeah, we all been there.
Hell yeah, man. That's a fun song. What a great marriage of old country and modern tech. That's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for noticing that. Yeah, I'm a Bakersfield. I'm influenced by Bakersfield country from the late 1950s, early 1960s. Buck Owens, Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
And those guys were not afraid to sing about modern things, but also use modern equipment, electric guitars. They didn't mess around with fiddles and banjos and stuff like that. And it was a very rock and rockabilly influence. So that's where I'm coming from. And anybody who knows Buck Owens ought to get a pretty familiar feel from all this throughout the night. He's my hero.
He's your hero?
Absolutely.
That's
spent a summer in Bakersfield.
Summer in Bakersfield. That's a question later on in the show, is if you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be? Would it be Buck Owens?
That might be different, though.
Ooh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
let's just get to it. Living or dead, who would it be?
Living or dead? Dead. Grateful.
Nice. yeah.
I mean, not all of them are dead, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
We're getting the end here.
I get what you're saying.
So I still dream about Jerry. I have these dreams where I'm outside the Dead show and it's starting and I'm late and I'm trying to get in, before they get done playing inevitably my favorite song. So I saw the Dead 21 times, I think, with Jerry, and I'll never forget it.
Holy smokes. 21 times?
Yeah.
That's a lot of times.
Not for Deadhead. That's actually pretty,
actually fair enough.
That's pretty limited for.
Yeah, it's a valid point.
I'm just a newbie for them. Yeah.
That's wild. What can you describe what it was about Jerry Garcia that drove people to that type of loyalty?
Oh, gosh. Well, it starts with a guitar sound, which I think Dylan said it was like the backwater, muddy water sound, like that just came from the outskirts of town and the edges of insect fear, But there was something, and Jerry was just a regular guy. If he was hanging out in the room with us, he'd just be talking and chatting and smoking cigarettes, and we wouldn't think much of it. But when he was on the stage, he had a shamanistic property. There was something about seeing him live with the lights on him. It was like Santa Claus with a guitar, There was something very mystical about him, to the degree that he never talked on the stage, because if he did, people took it too seriously.
That's wild.
Yeah, let the guitar do the talking.
That's amazing.
A broken angel.
A broken angel, like many of them. Where are you from in the world? You said Bakersfield?
Well, no, technically I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota area.
Very, very close.
But,
whoa, we got a shout out.
Yeah, there's one Minnesotan in the crowd. We are very fond of ourselves. I know that much about Minnesotans. But then I've lived in New York City. I lived in Los Angeles for a long time, Milwaukee for a little while. Then I was in South Dakota going to HVAC school. That'll be relevant later.
Okay.
And for the last 4.5 years or so, I was in the high desert of California. That's where I met my bandmates. Mojave Desert, Joshua Tree, Yucca Valley, 29 Palms. And that was a living hell, but we escaped, and we're here in Austin now.
Yeah.
So
thank God you got out. Yeah. 29 Palms is tough. I was in the Marines, and that was a place we used to train. Was in 29 Palms. It was not fun. It's very hot.
Hellishly hot.
Yeah.
And there's not much going on, and it's a tough place to tough it out.
Yeah, it's not great. It's a great place to be from.
There you go.
Not a great place to live.
It's a great place to bounce into when you sort of like cleanse your values and figure out who you are, and then you got to get out of there, because otherwise it'll get at you.
They just pull you back in.
That's right.
Got it.
Never again.
What's the earliest memory that you have of music in your household?
Oh gosh. Well, my parents played records all the time, but they did not like that I was a musician at all. They didn't support it, and
really,
yeah, they were pretty mad about it, and so yeah, I didn't start playing guitars until I was deep past high school. I was a singer in bands in high school and stuff like that. And then I started playing in college a little bit. And I started taking it really seriously, not really seriously, but enough to practice once in a while, probably 10, 12 years ago. And then it was probably 5, 6 years ago, I kind of accidentally wrote a country song. And I was already a big Buck Owens.
Accidentally? Wait, you have to go back to that. How did you accidentally write a country song?
Well, it was writing a song about my young son, and his mom would put him to bed, and she'd finally get him down after fighting with him for 90 minutes, to get him to sleep. And then she would just say, "Oh, I miss him. I want him to wake up." So I wrote a song called Miss Him When He Sleeps. And it just came out real country, and I thought, well, that was kind of fun to write. I like playing that song. And I was already a big fan of Buck Owens and putting on Buck's records on the record player, but I never thought for a minute that I would play country music or be a country artist. I was like a rock shredder. I was a Grateful Dead and Fish and kind of stuff like that. And then I spent a summer in Bakersfield at one point, and I took up with a honky-tonk band who needed a guitarist by Friday evening, and this is answered the ad on Wednesday, and they said, yeah, you're in the band, and I got a list of 40 songs. I learned them all, and
holy shit!
It just completely diverted everything that I do. So it's only been about 5 years playing this way, but
oh, that's wild.
It's always been in me. It was coded into me since I was a little kid, and my grandparents had played country music.
So wait, so go back to your parents real quick. So why did they not want you to be into music? Was it just...
Well, once I sort of declared they just didn't want me to chase it. They didn't want me to follow it. They didn't want me to do anything with it.
Why
is
that?
They didn't discourage it, but they just were worried that I was going to try to do that instead of have a real career. So
okay.
So... Yeah.
Is it, and then that it was just the struggle because being a music man is very difficult. It's a lot of work. Is
well,
that
you
why?
can't make a living at it anymore. Obviously, you got to have a day job now.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
So I do. Thank goodness. I mean, they're responsible for putting me through school. I'm a career journalist. I've been doing it for 30 years, and I still do. But it's a thing that I just love to do. For me, I'm kind of a hobbyist who writes songs that just kind of come like lightning bolts out of the sky. Every one of these songs I'm going to play tonight, I didn't take any time writing these. They came alive. They arrived complete. And so I get them down and learn them.
So where do you think that comes from? I ask this to a lot of artists, like the muse, and just like all of a sudden you have an idea in your head and it just is already kind of baked. What is that?
Yeah, I think it has to do with. I mean, if you're just tuned in. Oh, here's the big one for me. And I tell my kids this too because they're all musicians. When the muse comes to visit, you can't be like, oh yeah, I'll work on that later. Oh, that's a cool idea. I'll think about that. You got to be like, ooh, like if I had an idea for a song right now, I would stop this whole show.
Please don't do that.
And be like, I just need 5 minutes to write this out and get the, but you have to do it. And nowadays with phones, as soon as that idea hits, I've been driving the RV down the road and had a song come to me. We're going to play one of them tonight. It's called Vintage Equipment. And that song came to me, and I pulled over on a dusty desert highway safely with my flashers on and got my phone out and started singing it into the phone. And that's the only way you can catch them. If you don't do it right in that moment when they're playing in your head, then they're gone. They're lost forever. You don't remember it. I mean, how many $1 million ideas have you had where you're like, that's a great idea. I'm going to do that as an invention. I'm going to be a millionaire. And then the next day you can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Same with songs.
It's why I wish I knew where that came from. Let's get to the next song.
All right.
Before we do, though, describe yourself in 3 emojis.
Well, cowboy hat, for sure.
Cowboy hat?
Yeah, the cowboy hat emoji. Probably a duck.
A duck?
I don't know, or some kind of a bird.
Okay.
I'm a big bird guy.
Okay.
But the duck is funny because of the joke that I like to tell. And
are you going to tell the joke?
Oh, we don't want to waste time on that. It's funny, though.
Wait, you can't say it's funny and then everyone
I learned
laughs.
it from Bob Weir at a Grateful Dead concert, believe it or not. He told it because they were having technical problems, and he told the joke on stage. But, yeah, what would the third emoji be, guys? Anybody got any ideas? You guys know me better.
Third emoji, guys? Audience?
Tell the joke!
Oh, jeez.
Tell the joke.
I'll tell the joke after the next song.
All right. What's the next song called?
This one's called Dodged a Bullet.
Dodged a Bullet?
You got to be careful when you write these songs because, they're just an idea, and then sometimes it's not based on anything, and this one wound up basically coming true. Stood up on a Saturday night, that sinking intuition turned out to be right. It's 8:15 and that girl just stopped responding. Well, you've been here before and now you're here once more. Battle of the sexes is a cold war and you got all dolled up for a little male-female bond. Now don't trouble yourself, don't let it get you down. A woman like that just to run you aground. She'd have ripped out your trigger before you had the chance to pull it. She's just setting you up for a hearty sight. She'll grind you down, tan your hide. I'm telling you, young man, you You dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet. Speeding at your head and it whizzed right by. Left you on red. She did you a favor. That heartache's relatively mild. Now you're far better off in that hangdog position. She'd have poisoned your well-adjusted condition and taken you on a ride that ain't the good kind of wild. Oh, you thought you could tame her. I got news for you. The last dozen fellas all thought that too, and half of them are here at local sets getting drunk tonight. They all loved and lost, paid triple the cost, and now their hearts are trapped up in their permafrost. And believe you me, they all wish they kept their powder dry. You dodged a bullet, speeding at your head, and it whizzed right by, left you on red. She did you a favor, that heartache's relatively mild. Now you're far better off in that hangdog position. She'd have poisoned your well-adjusted condition, taking you on a ride that ain't the good kind of wild. Oh, look out, boy! You better duck. She drew a bead on you, son. Don't take it personal, don't beat yourself up when you see her out with some new buttercup and that chili red Fiat's parked up at the motor lodge. Calling a first degree, already decide she's grinding him down, tanning his hide. Yeah, that could have been you. Another bullet dodge. You dodged a bullet, speeding at your head, and it whizzed right by, left you on red. She did you a favor, that heartache's relatively mild. Now you're far better off in that hangdog position. She'd have poisoned your well-adjusted condition and taken you on a ride that ain't the good kind of wild. You dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet. From the look of you, son, you were D-U-N done. You got lucky, all right, out from under the gun, and now you're back to looking out for old number one. Take it from someone who knows someone. You dodged a bullet.
Oh, man, I fucking love that song. That's a great song, dude. It's a great song.
Yeah,
man.
it's happened.
Oh, my God. Dude, this is great. This is exactly the show I needed tonight, selfishly. This is fun and awesome. I love your music. So, all right, just personal experience, what was that from?
Oh, gosh. Well, that was one in the desert who I had my heart set on, and then it just, whizzed right by, man. And at first I thought, I was heartbroken for about a day. Then I started to realize how that would have played out. And so, yeah, it was one of those ones that just came out of the sky.
Oh man, that's great. I love that. That's a really fun song. What's a random skill that you have that has nothing to do with music?
Oh, well, right now I'm really into boxing.
Oh, that's right. You said this before.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I just took up at the South Austin gym. I trained up here at Richard Lord's here in April when we got here. I've been doing it all my life, a little bit here and there, just dabbling, hitting bags and stuff like that, and watching videos. But since we got here and there's proper boxing gyms here, I can actually start to get a little better. Mm-hmm. And I'm planning on having my first live sparring session on November 22nd.
Hey-o.
So,
wait, I thought you had a show November 22nd.
well, we do. I also have a fight that morning. I'm hoping I'm getting a nice big fat shiner on the stage, because otherwise, what's the point?
What's the point? Yeah, you have a busted nose and maybe a lip. That's great. So you have what time's your exhibition match?
9:30 a.m.
Okay.
So
you get out there, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're getting up and we're getting out there.
What's your weight class?
I was a heavyweight my whole life, but I'm a middleweight now.
You're middleweight now.
Yeah, I'm 165.
That's quite the, okay.
Yeah. I was super middleweight for a while, and then here in Austin, and being active and stuff like that, I'm a middleweight. So.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Crawford or Canelo will take me on. That'd be a lot of fun.
Hey, you never know. It's the internet. Someone might see this and,
Yeah.
and send it to them.
Yeah.
Crazier things have happened.
I don't think people look at me and think of me as being very dangerous, which is what makes me even more dangerous.
Even more dangerous. Yes, exactly. I have to ask you, what's the duck joke? Can we just...
Okay, so all right,
Just come on. Thank you.
All right, a duck walks into a bar and he goes, "Got any flies?" And the bartender goes, "No, we don't, and we don't serve ducks. Now get out." So the duck walks out, waddles out, Comes back the next day, walks up to the bar. "Got any flies?" And the bartender goes, "No, I don't, and I told you yesterday we don't serve ducks, and if you come in here again tomorrow, I'm gonna nail your bill to this bar." Duck waddles out. Comes back in the next day. "Got any nails?" Bartender goes, "No." "Got any flies?"
Well done. That was good.
I've shortened that one up. It used to take me a couple of minutes to tell it. But
That's a great bit. I did not see that coming.
yeah, Bob Weir told that joke on stage in 2017, and I carried it with me ever since.
I love it. What is, if you had a warning label, what would it read?
A wording label?
A warning label.
Warning label.
Warning
oh
label.
gosh.
Warning label.
Yeah. Well, I don't really like the water that much, so I'd say do not get wet or spill anything on me. And I don't like to be scared.
You don't like to be scared. Okay.
So
That's a very
surprise scared. You know, if somebody came behind me and I'd just melt to the ground.
Okay.
So do not frighten. Do not make any sudden moves, and do not get wet.
That's a very long warning label. It's very wordy.
Oh, and also don't leave your weed around. Just line out.
Things might disappear, is what we're saying. What is the biggest creative challenge for you right now in the music biz?
Oh, gosh. Honestly, it's a challenge, but it's wonderful, which is kind of existing in two different worlds. So the band that I play in, the fellows are here. The Ancient Asses is very, I kind of call it like psychobilly punk prog. It's kind of like all those things all at once.
It's great music. Chinese Spy Balloon's a phenomenal
Oh,
song.
you remember that
Chinese
one?
Spy Balloon's a phenomenal song.
We
you
love
have to go
playing
watch
that
the
song. Thank
episode.
you.
Chinese Spy Balloon is amazing.
We got tons of new material coming too, and it's coming so fast. And trying to toggle between what I do here and that, the mental spaces are quite different. But also just finding the time. We live together, so it's much easier for us to collaborate and practice every day, which most days we practice. And but it's awesome because it's two completely different things, and it's two different sides of me that are almost like two different people. So keeping them from fighting each other too much is a challenge.
It's a good outlet to get to both sides of you. Yeah, absolutely. What's one thing that nobody ever warned you about when it comes to making music?
I thought I'd get a lot better, a lot faster.
Yeah.
There's a friend of ours. His name is Aaron Nadeau. He might even see this at some point. Aaron's a wonderful guitarist.
Shout out to Aaron.
Complete ace. One of the best I've ever seen in person. And I remember one time after I met him, we were going out to do like trivia night or something like that, music trivia night or something like that. And he said, "Yeah, I got a show coming up in a few days. I got to stay home and practice." And I was like, "You got to stay home and practice?" And then the light bulb went on. I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Yeah. You're
sitting at home practicing for 4 or 6 hours a day while I'm out playing music trivia and chasing after bullets.
Yep. It's a great callback about the bullets. Music process, it just whatever comes to you?
Yeah, I started really changing the way that I write when I switched to country music. And I say switch to country music because again, it was always it's in my bones. It has been since I was taught. But I think a lot of people think country music is easy to play, or they think it's boring because it sounds rote or whatever. But man, just being able to go cleanly is really hard. I mean, especially when you're singing. And with rock music, you're chunking away, you're shredding, you're doing all this stuff, and there's fuzz but in country music, it's all clean. You don't get away with any mistakes, and all those little walk-ups and walk-downs and riffs and pull-offs and double stops and all that stuff is a lot more challenging than I thought it would be. So I leave the fancy guitar playing to the fancy guitar players, and I just stick to the words and the music itself.
Well, it's great, man. You're really. I think you're a fantastic guitar player, and you're a lot of fun. You're very engaging, and I love the music you've played so far. Let's get to song number 3 on the evening. What is song number 3?
So this is my ballad of the night. When I was playing in Bakersfield, it got to be about 109 degrees one day, and I said, I am so sick of this place. Where is somewhere around here that's got high elevation? And there's a little town, there's a train town in the mountains called Tehachapi. And it was the original big depot for the trains that all the trains that come through the southern United States would have to go through Tehachapi. You had to climb 3,900 feet and then go down 3,900 feet. And all these trains were coming through. It was a real boom town in its time. But now it's just a cute little mountain town, kitschy and fun. And I went up there, and on a Thursday night, I walked into a bar randomly, and there was a guy on the stage at the other end of the bar with a guitar, and they were having open mic night, and he goes into the mic, he goes, hey man, you want to come up and play one? It's like, what makes you, sure. So I walked up on the stage, grabbed a guitar, and I wound up making friends with some of the nicest people, the most godly, wonderful people in the world. I just love Tehachapi. Hi, my Tehachapi friends. Some of you might see this.
Hell yeah.
And they really wrapped their arms around me, and so I was sitting in the Walmart parking lot in my RV, and I came up with this one. It's called Tehachapi Moon. It's kind of a two trains passing in the night tale. At 3,900 the top of the climb, you step down from your sleeper, and I tumble out of mine. With mine set on drinking by late afternoon. Our hearts, they were singing Tehachapi Moon. Now you're Southern Pacific, and I'm Santa Fe. And with fire in the canyon, a 2-day delay. Somewhere in there, Cupid, he lobbed a harpoon. Did I eat a sinner of Tehachapi Moon? She rebooked an eastbound, and I'll be staggering west. With her, thank you for staying, like some departing guest. She don't know where she's going, I'm stuck here gazing at the Hatchapee moon. The Hatchapee moon.
Yeah.
I'm really sad for that guy. That sucks for him.
That's a beautiful song, man.
Thank you.
Were you getting choked up when you were singing that? It looked like you got
I do every time.
That was really something. I started getting choked up. I was like, what the fuck am I getting sad for? I don't even
How
know
many
what to
times
say.
though, you know, you meet somebody and you fall in love and then like, bye, that was fun.
Yeah.
You know, just felt so bad for that dude. And I preach this a lot when I'm singing story songs. I feel like I need to get into the story and be there with the narrator in order to get across the emotion of it. That was a big George Jones thing. I also love George Jones. He'd make you cry just with a moan, you know. But his life was so god awful that he was actually breaking down during some of those songs that he had written about his own life because he was very sad. So
Yeah.
anyway, when I do that one, I see Tehachapi, I see the mountains and the trains and that poor fella sitting there looking like he needs a bath and a good meal.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song, man. A really beautiful song. I saw your eyes getting a little watery, and it made me get a little watery.
Yeah, well, you know.
I wasn't sure if that was from a personal...
That was real.
That was real. What was the genesis of that? Was it based on an experience that you had, or...?
Somewhat, yeah, somewhat. Again, I was sitting in the Walmart parking lot, you know, and it just, poof, it was there. It arrived complete. And there's a big moon in the sky. And, yeah, and so that one just kind of tuned in. I don't really get any credit for writing it.
It just kind of get given to you.
Yeah.
My God, man, what a beautiful track. What are you doing on your day off when you're not playing music? What are you doing?
Oh, boy,
Who is Joshua Lincoln outside of beating
I get
people
into
up?
dad mode. I start
okay.
mowing the lawn and trimming things and fixing things that been needing fixing for 6 weeks, and the list always gets longer than you can knock it down, kind of thing. I usually get busy. Then I have this I have a new gal pal here in town. I don't want to give too much away.
Tell us more.
Well,
Who is
I don't
this
have to
person?
kiss and tell, but
Okay.
you might have seen her smooching me earlier here in the room. I don't know.
I don't know what you're
I don't
talking
know.
about. Who is this
wanna
person that you're talking
I don't
about?
anybody. I don't, But I try to make some time for her too, and we're still kind of new in town, so there's plenty of projects to do and things to see that I haven't seen and done before. So,
What's on your bucket list here in Austin?
the library? She wants to go to the library. She really wants to go. I don't know. I don't.
The sheer panic in your eyes.
Books are, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So the library.
We're going to the library.
Yeah. Libraries.
There's the various nature centers that she likes to go to.
Yeah. Nature centers
And,
getting an applause for the nature
Yeah.
centers.
So, there's a lot of nature centers, so we can stay busy for
So
a good
many.
long while. I think.
There's so many. Well, now that it's starting to cool off a little bit, which is nice, so you can actually enjoy the outdoors when it's not 100.
Well, heat doesn't bother me because we spent our last 4 years in the
you're
Mojave
right.
Desert. It's 119 degrees there last year.
It is true.
So when you walk out of that into this, you're like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is like,
There's nothing.
it's balmy.
It's balmy. I like the humidity.
I do too.
Weird people. People
Feels
think I'm weird
soft
for it.
on my baby skin.
It's good. It's good for your skin. Well, so I was in Vegas for years. I went to school there at UNLV, and I was living in the desert. Was fucking miserable. Like everything hurts. The tips of your fingers split open. You get burned on seatbelts. Like it's not. I need moisture in my life. This is I'm a big fan. Big fan. If you had to replace your hands with kitchen utensils, which ones would they be, and what?
Well,
and
definitely
why?
tongs. That's an easy one.
Tongs. Damn it.
Yeah, you want tongs.
All right.
I can't get along without tongs. In fact, I think tongs are kind of just hand extensions for me in the kitchen.
A little bit.
Yeah.
What's an irrational fear that you'll admit to having?
Oh, I'm a megalophobic.
What is
Fully
that?
megalophobic.
Megalophobic.
To the degree where it's debilitating.
So you're afraid of everything? What is that? Or
No,
that's
megalophobia is when you're afraid of really huge man-made structures. So like a blimp
Oh, okay.
or the hull of a ship.
Okay.
If I'm near the hull of a ship, I will crumble. absolutely crumbled to the ground.
What is just like near the hull?
Yeah, because I lived in Duluth, Minnesota for a little while, and you could walk out on the pier, and if there's a ship coming in, I would turn and run.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wait, can you get in your building?
Speaking of Vegas, what's the one with the Space Needle thing on it?
Oh yeah, the stratosphere.
Can't go near it.
Stratosphere?
Because it's very spooky.
It looks like it could fall over.
It looks like it's going to get up and start walking is what it looks like.
Yeah. There's I can't remember the building. There's a building in Chicago that's like wide at the top, but then it narrows.
Yeah, no thanks.
It looks like it's crazy.
Regular
architecture.
old square buildings, they don't bother me so much. I
Yeah.
can walk around down here, that's not a problem.
Not so much a problem.
If they're fixed buildings that look normal, that's cool.
Yeah.
If it looks like a giant thing with a head, I'm out.
Okay. So you're like planes don't bother you?
I'm not crazy about them.
Not crazy about them. Is it?
I don't like when you're boarding if you can see too much.
Okay. Is it the size?
I just
or?
gotta put my head down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask.
I think in
the
a past
rest of the
life
questions.
I was crushed by a leviathan or something like that.
So you were crushed by a
Yeah.
large tractor.
I had a run in with a kraken. I don't know.
What conspiracy theory do you wish is true, just
Oh
for fun?
man, all of them. I love those things.
I love conspiracy. Can we just have a whole segment dedicated to conspiracy?
Well, we
theories?
talked a lot about those last time.
Well,
but
you
like,
have proof of aliens, and I feel like we should bring it up again.
I have video of alien creatures on my laptop that I did not bring tonight.
Audience, what do you guys
Some of
think?
these
Yeah?
people have seen them. Clap if you've seen them and you.
What do you guys think? Yeah? No?
And when I was in the desert, I saw more UFOs than I could possibly count, and some real clear, obvious ones. And so.
So, just out of curiosity, are we a UFO crowd in here? Do you guys believe in UFOs? Just, is there anyone that says no UFOs? No? You say no to UFO? Okay. That's why okay, fair enough. I want to believe so bad, but the problem is the same thing with your footage. All the footage is like something's there. It's very odd,
Yeah.
but it's like all the footage is grainy and fucked up.
It's because they know how to.
They know how to hide. They're very
You
sneaky.
get in there and you get in your DRM software or something like that.
They're
and-
very, very clever.
Yeah.
If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, that's been shifting throughout. I used to really like to wear orange for some reason, which looks terrible against my Campbell's Soup kid complexion. But I think it would have to be my. Can I pick two because they go together? This is my boxing colors.
Yes.
Black and red.
Black and red?
Yeah.
That
Black
works.
and red is my boxing.
Like
color.
your hat. You've got the. Are you on the racing team?
I mean, in my mind, I am.
Yeah, there we go.
I say we when we talk about the racing team. No, I love racing too very much. Racing and boxing are my favorites.
Is it Formula One? Are you Formula One nut?
I like
or-
Formula One, but IndyCar is my favorite.
Indy? Okay.
Yeah. I've been in the Indy 500, I don't know, half the years of my life so far. So
Last silly question, we'll go to the next song. You're in charge of designing a new holiday. What is it called and what are we celebrating?
Oh man, I always like the idea of Festivus. But that one's already kind of been claimed,
That's
right?
kind of a thing already.
You know, if I was going to do a holiday, I'd base it around, Boxing Day. There you
Boxing
go.
Day.
But they already have that one too. It's in Canada.
Okay.
I
Wait,
would like-
Canadians have Boxing Day?
I'll tell you what, this is why. This is for my inner child, because we always complained about this. You got Mother's Day, you got Father's Day, you got Grandfather's Day. When is Kids Day? And they would say, every day is Kids Day. No, it's not. Every day is not Kids Day. Kids Day.
Kids Day is
Kids Day.
Kids
That's
Day
right.
is Kids Day. What? So it's just complete chaos on Kids Day?
Yeah, you just do whatever you. Everybody just does whatever they want.
Okay.
There's no structure. You're not allowed to do anything but have fun, and do what you want, and buy. And your mom and dad have to buy you stuff.
That would be a great day.
Yeah.
That would be a great day. I know some people that I don't know if you like force them to have fun, they would be able to do it. It's odd, but
Yeah,
I know some
there are
people
some
that
kids
are
like
just
that.
yeah. Song number 4. What is that?
I want to go to here. Let's go HVAC Man.
HVAC Man.
So when COVID hit, and I thought for sure I was never going to get another media job, I went to South Dakota to study heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, which we in the trade know as HVAC. And I didn't wind up working in HVAC. I did it for 6 months, and then my old profession called me back and made me an offer I couldn't afford to refuse. But I got this song out of it, so here we go. Now I'm the HVAC man, I work 7 to 2 a.m. I take a break, but there's too much to do. Every unit in this town is breaking down. Can't stop hustling till I've made my rounds. It's not glamorous work, HVAC, but when the ladies get hot, they call me. Now that Arizona sun's got 'em cranking hard. This gal split unit sitting in her front yard. Her boyfriends are the plumber and electrician. They're both telling her, babe, you need the HVAC man. When you do what they want, you can get it for free. And when the ladies get hot, boys, they call me. They call me. They call me. Take a number, ladies. Just enough for me to go around. Now the man of steel was shacking up with Lois Lane. 99-degree day done stopped her train. She said, Clark, can you bring my AC back? He said, yes, baby. Then he just called the HVAC. I'm nobody's hero when they see my fee. And when Lois Lane gets hot, Superman calls me. Some fellas like the wine of 18 wheels. Others want to make you a hell of a deal. To me, nothing could be half as much fun as making some pretty gal's compressor run. I'm cooler by 15 or 20 degrees. And when the ladies get hot, boys, they call me. They call me. They call me. Is that your mama calling again? She just loves that cool breeze.
Dude, I love your music, man. It's a lot of fun. I dig it. It's really good. I like the old country thing when the comedy. It's dope. I absolutely love it.
Comedy?
You have a very fun way of writing. It says you don't take it so seriously, and I feel like that's maybe something that country music maybe does get a bad. I feel like people don't like country music because it sometimes feels very derivative. It's like boots, my dusty boots, my mud on my truck.
Yeah, a lot of lists.
Yeah,
and the red cup and that sundress and my truck and all that stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of a return to the basics,
country used
which
to
is
be
missing.
Fun, man. And then they. And then all these country singers, I got no knock on them, but they all kind of sound like soul singers now, and they all got that soulful, grinding voice and stuff like that. And Buck his voice is clear as a bell, and I try to emulate that, singing cold, like they used to in the old days.
Yeah, man, I dig it. It's a lot of fun. If your soul had a theme song, what would it be today?
Oh man. I was tap dancing as fast as I could today to get through this day. I was working and had to drop my bike off at the shop, and so running on empty, maybe something like that. It was.
There you go.
But then I got in here and I got up for you. All you nice people showed up. I can't believe there's so many people here. I was really thrilled to see that, and some new faces and some sort of new faces. So that was pretty fun too.
I love that, man. Yeah, the Austin support community is pretty dope. I really dig it here. You get to rename one U.S. state. What U.S. state are you renaming, and what are you calling it?
Oh, that's a good one. That's pretty tough. Well, it'd have to be California because I want to put it out of my mind. So I'm going to call it Joshistan, and we're just going to move on to the next one. I won't even go back there. I'm going to name it that. You guys live with it. See if you can hopefully they'll just reboot everything.
Oh my God, I love that. Joshistan?
Joshistan.
All right, there it is. That is absolutely amazing. If you had a villain's origin story, what would it be?
Oh, well, his parents didn't want him to play music. So they locked him in the basement with school books. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a villain.
Well, that's the point. You're not a villain character.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right, what's your hero origin story then?
Yeah, that one's fun. My hero is my alter ego, which I've just started developing because I like to self-mythologize. Do you know what that is?
That sounds unhealthy.
It's really, really narcissistic. It's deeply wrong.
It sounds like something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, my hero / alter ego is Captain Lincoln. He's a space captain. And he used to be in the Naval Space Command, but now he went into deep space convoys, and he leads very dangerous missions back and forth. And he kind of, you know, eating at the company table, and he struck up a little romance with one of the communications officers, and she thinks she caught him on the way back from the convoy to LA Spaceport, and we have an Ancient Asses. We're not gonna play it tonight. We played it last time. You can go back to the old YouTube of the Ancient Asses if you want to hear the further adventures of Captain Lincoln, but that's
the Captain
that's
Lincoln?
the Captain Lincoln.
No shit. Oh my God, dude. What a wild full circle with that.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Anyway, there'll be more Captain Lincoln songs coming up.
At the spaceport in LA, now in Joshistan.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
LA Spaceport, Joshistan.
There we go.
There we go.
Very full circle. That is so thoroughly enjoyable. I had no idea. Now, you did say naval space.
Yeah.
So are you in the sea and in outer space?
Well, that's the thing about Captain Lincoln. He's really like an old sea captain, you know, the kind which would, like Captain Phillips, you know, a bunch of marauders would come. They would not want to mess with this guy.
No.
And he looks pretty unassuming, but like, you know, he's played by Tom Hanks. So he's, in order to, if you go into my bathroom in our house, you'll notice it's space-themed and nautical-themed all at the same time. It's my little LA Spaceport
Wait,
enclave.
is that true?
It's true.
Oh my God, dude, this is wild.
Yeah.
So that song is actually alive in your bathroom.
And I have a whole world built in here that I visit sometimes. But yeah, the bathroom is just sort of remind me that this is all deeply wrong.
We need an animator in the local sets ecosystem of like partners and like the community to animate like a short film to that song of Captain Josh. I would love to see that happen.
Captain Lincoln.
Captain Lincoln. Sorry.
It's Captain Jubal D. Lincoln.
Jubal D. Lincoln.
Yeah. I don't know what the D stands for. It's a big D.
Oh, I thought Jubal D was one name. There's a.
Oh, Jubal.
Jubal and then D period.
Jubal,
Lincoln.
big D, period.
Big D. Oh man, what is the fifth song of the?
So I'm gonna do one more on my own. I'm gonna bring my bandmates up here. We're gonna do another one, but this one is okay. So I just experienced this morning. You know when you get paid on Friday and you're like, "Woo, I'm paid. All right, I got money," and then you pay all your bills, and it's Saturday afternoon and you're broke. And you've got so that's this one's called 2 Weeks Time. If you guys know this, some of you guys in the audience know this, go ahead and sing it, see if you can help me out with the chorus a little bit. 1 week's worth of coffee, 1 week's worth of gas, 1 week's worth of moonshine, a week's supply of grass. Coffee, gas, moonshine, and grass. All right?
Wait, are we saying that?
If you want to,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coffee, gas, moonshine, grass. Here we go. Just got paid, it's Friday night, let's giddy up and paint this town. Spend our time in 29, honky-tonkin' around. And when the morning comes, I check our funds, see what's left to spare. And I'm staring down the barrel of the same old peril and familiar despair. That'll buy us 1 week's worth of coffee, 1 week's worth of gas, 1 week's worth of moonshine, a week's supply of grass. Whole week of hard living, it's a federal crime. 'Cause I get paid again on Friday in 2 weeks' time. Everything gonna be different in 2 weeks' time. I finally get caught up. Now I've been working my whole dang life, ain't got nothing to show. If we shack up in my old Winnebago. I got my profession, I'm a salary man. I've led the six-figure life. And you show me just one good woman who wants to be a hobo's wife. That'll buy us 1 week's worth of coffee, 1 week's worth of gas, 1 week's worth of moonshine, a 5-day supply of grass, if I'm being honest. A week of hard living, it's a federal crime. I get paid again on Friday in 2 weeks' time. Another 2 weeks' time. I finally put some tires in the car. You can go see your sister. I'll be scrimping, saving, red beet craving from 5 days of beans and rice. We sure could use a trip to H-E-B. Wouldn't that be nice? And after all that fuss on the struggle bus, it's finally payday again. Get back on board. We was just looking forward to more of the same old thing. 'Cause that'll buy us 1 week's worth of coffee, 1 week's worth of gas, 1 week's worth of moonshine, a 3-day supply of grass if you're hanging around. A week of hard living, you know it's a federal crime. 'Cause I get paid again on Friday in 2 weeks' time. Another 2 weeks' time. I'm gonna get that Amex paid off. Just don't use it again, okay? Another 2 weeks' time. Tell me if you could relate. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, dude, that's fun, man. What a fun song.
Can I pull this out now? We're gonna electrify.
We're gonna swap a few things. I'm gonna mute that. You're good. You should be able to pull that.
Kind of wish I'd saved the duck joke for this moment right now.
Oh no. We're gonna bring up some of your mates. If I'm not mistaken, correct? Is that happening?
I mean, in the Australian sense of mates, yes. If you mean, oh yes, bandmates. Sorry.
Bandmates. Yeah. I think they're coming up currently.
Yeah, these fellas.
Do you want to do a brief intro of your bandmates? Because that would probably help.
Bass tonight, my brand new bass I just bought. Mr. John Hanford, founder. And on the drums, I'm never sure if I'm saying this right, Akshay Bimbek. Also the only true comedian in the band.
Yeah.
I'm just a part-timer.
You're a great part-timer, buddy.
I would never go on stage and tell jokes. That's not my way.
I mean, you're kind of doing that right now, aren't you? I feel like that's the thing you're doing. No?
I guess my jokes are in my songs, right? Yeah, it's kind of a different kind of stand.
All right, so let me get some microphones back on, and we've got 1 or 2 songs. What are we doing?
We'll do 2 if we got time.
Yeah, you want to do 1 and then just to quote 1 into the next?
Yeah, sure.
You want to do that?
We don't need to talk.
Yeah.
We talked a lot last time we were here.
We did. Well, we know you guys.
And this is all about me, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay. So this is another song that I wrote in the desert, and you know who you are, and all the names have been left out because they've been forgotten.
But was it the chili red Fiat?
Yeah. The chili red Fiat parked up at the motor lodge. Well, you might be right about that. This one's called Vintage Equipment. just as old as you. My long gone granddad's tools and me keep running about like new. My Telecaster, she's a 72, and by coincidence, so am I. I've got vintage equipment, and it all works just fine. Now you can't call it used up, it's still going down the road. It ain't got no microchip, don't use no computer code. And good luck with your Tesla. In 5 or 10 years' time, I'll have vintage equipment, and it'll work just fine. Oh, I'm blowing out Buck Owens through an ancient record player, and then the plastic thingies in your ears that just never will compare. It don't make no sense to me, these things you keep on buying, when there's vintage equipment right here working fine. Now I don't get your obsession with things shiny and new, when anything worth a damn takes years to prove what it can do. You keep fooling with spring chicken, and I'm feeling 29. I've got vintage equipment, and it all works just fine. It all works just fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
All right, this song I wrote in, I think it was the year 2001, so I had to kind of change some numbers around. But I wrote it for my family band, my kids. It's a little more adult themed now than I guess it used to be. This one's called Hang Out with a Dinosaur. 17 movies in 93. Some you don't remember 'cause you saw 'em with me. But there's this one you'll recall that impressed us all the more. There was this white-haired guy with an incredible plan. He had genetic technology way advanced. He had scientific experts and a tropic island to explore, where you could still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same.
Now you could still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same.
Now this got me to thinking, had the meteor missed the ice age been more of just like drizzling mist, or had Tyrannosaurus Rex better fended off the mammal horde? Or had pterodactyls really just evolved into birds, which I have heard is absurd if you learn in a church, or you say God had simply stuck to making people, plants, and herbivores. Yeah, then you could still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same.
Then you could still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same at all.
Read this book where people went through time. There were places for them not to climb. When they died, the future died. This girl steps on a butterfly. And when it died, it never brought all the beauty of her future. But she could still hang out with a dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same.
We were 17 when we hooked up in 92. Now all these years later, something new. You really left me for that guy who's clearly 63 or 64. Guess you saw what's in his wallet and you rode in his car, and you figured I would never take you that far. Or perhaps you got to know him, really just like him more. Well, the day is gonna come when it occurs to you, you're still in your 40s, he's like 72. And my new girlfriend may be younger, but in August she'll be 44. Yeah, and you can still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same.
Yeah, you can still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same.
Yeah, you can still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing stays the same.
Yeah, you can still hang out with the dinosaur.
Step on just one butterfly, nothing is the same at all.
Thank you very much.
Oh, dude, that's a phenomenal song.
Thank
That's
you.
a fucking phenomenal song. I love that song, dude. That is so good. Oh my God, what a great way to end the show. Thank you so much for doing this, man.
Thanks to the fellows for they spent some nice time working with me on that in the past couple days to get it all right, and so what an amazing thing to have support for something like this. And
I love it, dude.
we love this. We love this. We hope we can be back sometime. We'll probably wait a couple years just because.
We love you, Reed.
Yeah, we just mostly love Reed.
Thanks,
the way it
man.
sounds in this room is wonderful. And
Thank
all of
you.
you
The
guys.
CIA loves you, Reed.
Thank you. Quit giving my cover away, man. Thank you guys so much for doing this. Thank you so much for sharing your passion, your music. Thank you to the wonderful audience for giving us your night, your evening, whatever night this is. I think it's a Monday. Thank you so much for the people watching at home, either live or after the fact. Be sure to check us out for another episode of Local Sets ATX. We will see you on the internet. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye. You guys are fucking great. Dude, that last song was legitimately dope. That was a great song. We're out of here in 3, 2.